Hey there, I am back with another deck review, and today we're going to be looking at Wonder playing cards from Wondercraft Magic and designer Chris Hage. Now, Chris designed this deck to be released on Kickstarter, and it's meant to really capture that true sense of like creativity and inspiration, really kind of mixing a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of elegance to create a really functional deck of cards. So let's jump into it, see how he did. All right, starting with the tuck case, it's printed by Clove Street Press, one of the best tuck case manufacturers on the planet, and it's done on this navy blue cardstock. It's covered with two different colors of foil. You have the bright white foil and then this super bright electric blue foil. I love the look of that lighter blue against the darker blue. It's a great combination overall. This has the name of the deck, Wonder playing cards across the top in this sort of, I don't know, a little bit Victorian or kind of a font that makes me think of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory or something like that. Really great font choice. You have the large spade pip with the white foil and that bright blue drop shadow. It's covered with that paisley pattern, really classic look to it overall. And then Create Wonder, sort of the tagline of the deck at the bottom. It's all framed up with this ornate bright blue foil frame, completing a really elegant and classic feeling front to the tuck case. Strategic embossing just gives it some nice little extra feel to it, but not too deep of an embossing to where it gets to be a distraction. On the sides, you have playing cards, premium quality. Same thing on the other side. Bottom has your ad copy for Wondercraft as well as Chris, and mentions these are made in the USA. So the tuck cases printed at Clove Street in California. The cards themselves printed by USPCC. Top has Wonder playing cards once more. And the back has a foiled and embossed version of the back design of the cards. Another great look at that blue on blue combination and that shine of the blue foil. Inside here, you have Create, Share, Inspire. Really, again, going after that whimsical feel to the deck overall. And more blue patterning. And then the W monogram, of course, for Wonder on the inner flaps. Nothing printed on the inside. You can see a little bit of the reverse of that embossing. But a really nice classic feeling tuck case overall. All right, but let's get into the cards. And here's the back design. Obviously makes heavy use of the paisley pattern all the way through, done in dark blue with little bits of black just to give it some extra shading, finishing out with that sort of medium white poker border. And I love the fact that the paisley pattern is kind of applied in layers. So it really kind of gives it almost an illusion of depth. As I twist it, you can almost see those shapes just sort of moving in a parallax pattern, even though it's a completely 2D image. But it gives a really nice illusion of depth overall. So really like that look overall. Great, elegant, classic back design of the cards. I did look, I could be wrong, but I don't think these are marked, although it does look like a design that could support a marked back if you'd like it to. But there's the back design. You get a pair of jokers, and you'll see this character here, W.C. Marks. W.C. Marks was one of the characters that sort of inspired the theme of the deck overall. It's a guy, actual guy from history named William Christian Marks. He was a German immigrant in the late 1800s who opened a hotel in the US. And as part of his sort of opulent hotel experience, he would walk around and actually entertain guests, whether it was doing magic, little stunts, things like that. So he became known as the Wonder Maker for his sort of entertainment of the guests. And so he gets a little tribute on the two Joker cards. One of them showing him riding a unicycle, and of course the other one showing him in his magician attire, complete with the card trick and the classic magician's hat. But love the hand-drawn style of the two Jokers and just sort of the simple whimsy that they capture. They're really nice, elegant touch in an otherwise fairly standard deck. You also get a couple of gaff cards. These, of course, are intended for Magic, so you'd expect to see some gaff cards. So you get a double backer and a blank facer. All right, into the deck itself. So you get a custom Ace of Spades with that large paisley patterned black and white spade pip in the center, Wonder playing cards, as well as their website there at the bottom. And then the pip and index are more classic bicycle style. So very simple customization, keeps it a nice functional Ace of Spades that you could still use for Magic or gameplay. Doesn't get too distracting, but still gives you that custom feel. The number cards are all pretty much bicycle standard, so you're not going to see too much as I flip through these, including on the other aces, which are just classic aces that you'd find in any bicycle deck. Again, really going after the usable feel to the deck overall. So no real customization on the number cards or the other aces besides the ace of spades. So that's the number cards, and then we get into the quartz. Now at first glance, these are gonna look like your standard quartz, just slightly recolored. And the recoloring, by the way, is really nice. So the blue's removed from the classic bicycle colors, and instead it's got this black, red, and then bright gold metallic ink. Really liberal use of metallic inks. You'll see it on the hair, some little embellishments on the collar and on the sleeves here, and it just has a tremendous shine to it overall. Very, very bright yellow gold feel to them overall. And then you'll also see the faces are just slightly redone. These are kind of capturing that sense of wonder through the faces on the cards. Whether it's somebody maybe experiencing wonder, you can see that little gasp on the Jack of Spades, or that sort of knowing and amused look that's there on the Queen and the King of Spades. So I love, and you'll see just little tiny touches, usually just something as simple as the smile on the court cards. I think it's a really nice, elegant touch. By the way, here's a little, he actually has a playing card in his hands. But it's a really simple touch that's not distracting from the function of the cards, but still gives you that just extra little bit of fun in the cards. So I think it's a really nice choice overall for the customization. And that is the deck. Now, as far as handling on these are done on a crushed stock from USPCC, and it handles just really beautifully. Super smooth handling. That embossed finish just slides exactly like you've come to expect from USPCC. So no complaints on that front. Beautifully handling deck. As far as uses of this one, I think this is a deck that should be used. And really, I think Magic followed by gameplay is where I would use this the most. Certainly handles well enough for cardistry, has a great look to it overall that I think would serve well for cardistry, but it's a functional deck with classic quartz that would be great for Magic, and just kind of give that extra little elegance, a little bit of elegance for gameplay. So Magic and gameplay, that's what I'd use this one for. But that's it. That is the look at Wonder playing cards from Wondercraft Magic. Now they do have an upcoming red version of the deck planned, so if you like red decks like I do, go check that one out. Go look on their website for a countdown timer for when you can go get one of those for yourself. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this look at the blue version of Wonder playing cards. Make sure to subscribe for more deck reviews and unboxings. Let me know what else you want to see, and I'll see you for the next one.